of driving slow down the property line, laying back in his recliner, his family on his mind. Eating steak and always telling me that the fat was the best part. Seeing him with grandma was truly a thing of art. That was life back then. Back then I was bush light sipping, backwood swerving like I'm living. Friday night drives by the baseball field, smoking cigs, blood on the windshield. Back then those men showed up, working in an old muddy truck, raising me to be a good man. Yeah, that was life back then. That lived just right outside of town. Man, this guy can make anyone laugh, quoting Chris Farley up and down. The days of playing ping pong late at night, those memories I'll never forget. Coaching baseball in the summer and enjoying every single bit. That was life back then. Back then I was bush light sipping, backwood swerving like I'm living. Friday night drives by the baseball field, smoking cigs, blood on the windshield. Back then those men showed up, working in an old muddy truck, raising me to be a good man. Yeah, that was life back then. Yeah, life back then. Guessing those fellas are looking down on us and telling God about our family that he was happy to discuss. They were reminiscing about those good old days, catching that sunset and watching their cattle graze. That was life back then. Back then I was bush light sipping, backwood swerving like I'm living. Friday night drives by the baseball field, smoking cigs, blood on the windshield. And back then those men showed up, working in an old muddy truck, raising me to be a good man. Yeah, that was life back then. Yeah, life back then. That was life back then.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance, staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling, cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with our Friday anthem song. It is called Hello Friday. Man, are we glad you're here. Ready for the weekend, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? And Caleb Kenner getting us started off tonight with a great tune called Life Back Then. Caleb came into my TikTok live last night and told me he was a country music artist, sent some music into my email, and gets on the radio tonight. It happens just that quick. When it's New Country's Best, we don't mess around. We get it on the radio. And we've got lots to put on the radio tonight on this New Music Friday. We've got some great artists debuting their new music tonight, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews as well. Rodney Preston going to join me in hour number 1, and Kyle Antone in hour number 2. Now, for both of these artists, these are their very first ever radio interviews on any radio station. It was my honor to be able to do those, and you guys are going to enjoy them because I couldn't believe it was their first. They did fantastic. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, 957 hotandfunkyradio.com, KDubRadio.com, Boone Country Radio in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com in Texas, NBRNonline.com in Nashville, Tennessee, and the Music Room in the UK. You can also stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you stream your music and your podcast. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show. You'll find me. Everybody else is. And you too will be listening to New Country's Best. Robert Eskridge is one of the sponsors of the Tim Kelly Show, and he's got a brand new single we're going to debut tonight as well. It is called Who I Am from Robert Eskridge on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Now up in the hollers, back in the hills, great grandpappy had him still. Drank his clear with no tin cup. From Blackberry Creek all the way to McCarr, crossing Buskirk Bridge into Maid One. People know who you are. They were simple times with tough as hell. Mama got her water from a well. Folks drive by to say hello. Baptized in the blood, washed by the Lamb. You needed help to give you a hand. Don't you know that's who I am? Now the Hathels and McCoys, the Pinkerton men, coal mine wars, they came and went. $1 billion fields gone away. But if you listen close to the whisper winds, remembering times when I was a kid, the stories those mountains could tell. Well, they were simple times with tough as hell. Mama got her water from a well. Folks drive by to say hello. Baptized in the blood, washed by the Lamb. You needed help to give you a hand. Don't you know that's who I am? Well, that's who I am. Country roads take me home. Oh, country roads take me home. Now ain't much changed in these Kentucky hills. I bought the land that holds still. I can still hear those hollers scream. Simple times are tough as hell. Mama got her water from a well. Folks drive by, say hello. Baptized in the blood and washed by the Lamb. You needed help to give you a hand. Don't you know that's who I am? Oh, don't you know that's who I am? End of the week, turn it up, let it play. Tim Kelly's on, it's your favorite day. Fresh tracks rolling down your way. New voices singing, gonna make you stay. It's the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Best new indie country all day. Turn that dial, don't you go away. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
What day is it? Can you tell me where I've been? Am I home now? Did the nightmare finally end? 'Cause I've been my biggest enemy. Won't you wake me in the morning? I think I need some sleep. And won't you come down with me? Wrap me in your arms. Oh, but please don't leave. 'Cause I promise I'll make better choices
There is lots of talent already coming across the airwaves tonight. Her name is Madison Sharp, and that is called Parting Water. Madison is from Moberly, Missouri, and she is the director of new artist promotions for KICR Indie Country Radio from Missouri, helping me find other great artists like her to put on the radio and to do interviews with. Go check out Madison Sharp and Madison Sharp Music all over social media, and you can check out my Meet the Staff page on KICR Indie Country Radio. And you'll get to see what Madison looks like, and she's got it going on for sure. We're going to play a few more songs, and then my first radio interview of the evening with Rodney Preston's going to air here in just a little bit. And he's hanging out with us, by the way, over here on my TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come in over there and meet some of these artists live that are hanging out with us tonight. We got some good ones over there. Stevenson Scott is up next with his brand new single, She's All Mine, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Found me on a downturn, and heaven knows why. She thought I was worth sinking a bunch over time. She makes me feel worthy, a bit out of place, 'cause she's a notch or two above my pay grade. She's already saved me from losing myself. She's altogether lovely like nobody else. She's all I'd asked the Lord for every night, and she's always assuring me that she's all mine. She's all mine. She's the mother that raises our babies upright, a kiss on the cheek and a touch in the night. In life's darkest hour, she's our guiding light. When it's all wrong, she makes it all right. She's altering my view of all I can be. She's almost a saint, she's sure closer than me. She's all I can handle when we turn down the lights, and she always leaves me surprised that she's all mine. She's all mine. She's a word out of nowhere when I can't find her rhyme. She's all that and more, and she's mine. She's already saved me from losing myself. She's altogether lovely like nobody else. She's all my prayers answered. She's the love of my life, and she's always assuring me that. And I'm still so amazed by the fact that she's all mine. She's all mine. She's all mine. She's all mine. She's all mine.
This hour of the Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Roses and Weeds. Check out Roses and Weeds on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and at rosesandweeds.com.
Wanderer, are you tired of your journey? Are you tired of your burden? Come lay down. Hello, pretty girl, so far and so alone. It's time to come back home and lay it down. There is no fear in the presence of his love. It's always been enough, come lay it down. There is no shame, stand against his grace.
He knows all your ways, so lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His eyes are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the eyes of Jesus. There you can abide. Yes, there you can abide. There is no toy to bring you back again, to make up for what you did, so lay it down. His yoke is easy and his burden light. Life made whole with Jesus by your side. And lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. And lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know.
His name is Jory Jewett. That is called Lay It Down, and man, he is laying it down, isn't he? And you can check out a great video to that song on my TV channel. That is ICTV. That stands for Indie Country Television, the best in country music videos, and we got some gospel like Jory in there, and that is at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that ICTV tab. This next young lady is making her radio debut on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday tonight. Mallory Everett. You're going to love her voice and the story behind this song. It is called Goodbye Dad on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on this New Music Friday.
Saw me run to the mailbox down the drive. Red ribbons tied to my hair with golden shine. Recognize your name on it envelope. I said this time, Mama, did Daddy write me a note? She said, no, baby, not this time. But Daddy loves you, and she pulled me to her side. Old enough to wonder, too damn young to understand. Mama knew the dad I wanted, and you'd never be that man. 'Cause a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. Should never have to ask for the love that I deserve. To be someone I can trust, a man of his word. She knew that was something I never had. You've always been a goodbye dad. $10 later and you pulled up in your Corvette. Told me all about it, but you didn't know me yet. Like talking to a stranger I may never see again. Mama held my hand and you took off with the wind. Yeah, a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. Never have to ask for the love that I deserve. Be someone I can trust, a man of his word. She knew that was something I never have. You've always been a goodbye dad. Goodbye dad. As I stand here today at the foot of your grave, still the only thing we share is the same last name. You had your chance to fill this void in me, but the dad I need is something you'll never be. 'Cause a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. Should never have to ask for the love that I deserve. Be someone I can trust, a man of his word. Mama always knew there was something I never had. You've always been a goodbye dad. So this is goodbye dad. Yeah, this is goodbye dad.
It's a brand new week. You know what that means? Fresh tracks rolling in, chasing big small town dreams. The Tim Kelly Show, new music Friday. Turn it up loud, let the new stars play. Indie country gold coming your way. The Tim Kelly Show, new music
To the Tim
Friday.
Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music. And, of course, I've got some great radio interviews on the show tonight. Rodney Preston is up. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for doing the interview tonight, and I've been looking forward to it because you have been coming into my show quite a bit, and, of course, I've played your song Fences a time or two, and now we get to hear the story behind it and all that good stuff.
Well, I sure appreciate it as well, man. I appreciate the
You bet.
opportunity. I do have more music coming out, but Fences was one of those songs I wrote that was, I mean, it's just about coming home, and I wrote it for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been through some things in my life that have not always been the best, but there's always something that brings us back home.
Right.
And so that's what that song is about, just remembering what that's like. And I wanted to kind of, you know, you don't always put out a soft song like that to kind of break out, so to speak, but I
Yeah.
wanted to do something that just really reflected who I was and where I came from. And now the music we're working on now is way more, probably a little more commercial, a little more hard hitting, a little more, you know, a little more pop country oriented, kind of like Luke Combs or Morgan Wallen or
I
something.
love it. You were telling me
Yeah,
about that
so-
before we got started, that you were really excited about the new music. So, yeah, I do this show on Thursday nights called Triple Play Thursday, and I'm itching to get 3 from you so we can get you on there.
Oh man, I'm working hard on it, but you know,
You bet.
I don't I don't like leaving any stone unturned. And like I said before, I'm blessed to be working with a great producer he's got my best interest at heart. And so we take our time with the music. We take our time with the production value.
Man, that's exactly what it's all about. When you've got people behind you, and I've said this many times on these interviews, in your corner that really are paying attention and they care about what goes out over the radio and how you sound, and they make you sound good and help produce you, that's what it's all about, man, because then you got a quality product to share with the folks, and then the story behind everything's a bonus, right?
It is. You do. To me, the product is what matters. The product is a representation of your art. It's a representation of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't shortcome those things. I mean,
No.
it has to be done well. I'm definitely a quality over quantity guy all day. Now, if I have the budget today and we can sit in the studio and knock out 10 songs in a couple days or 2 or a week, hey, great. But I'm just not at that point yet. So
Right.
I'm enjoying the process because I know it's only going to get faster and only going to get better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's what it's all about, too. You know, if you enjoy what you do, they say you never work a day in your life for a living, right?
Right, that's true.
Now,
I think booked.
you probably do work and do music on the side, and you know, and you found me through the internet, and you've been coming into the shows quite a bit here lately and supporting it and listening to all of these other artists, and you're getting in a good mix of people, not only on tonight's show, but anytime I play you, you know, and with your music, our tagline is New Country's Best, and I could definitely say that about Fences, and so I was glad to have that song.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's quality over quantity. But and I do have a job, but I'm fortunate that my job is also something I love to do. I work for a TV station, and I work there part. So it affords me the time to do my music like I want. I think yesterday or the day before, I've gotten into my booking season, trying to book some shows for the summer, and just acoustic small stuff, you know, just to kind of get out and promote. And I think I booked 10 one day, and it's like, yeah, I do have a job, but I'm fortunate enough to be able to do music too.
That is awesome. What do you do? What do you do in television?
I work in production.
Okay.
Sound. I run audio, graphics, stuff like that. I work on the back end. And it's a really fun job. I got a great crew that I work with, great work family. My boss, Mr. DeShazo, he allows me to, if I had a show, he'd ask no questions. He's just, okay, put it on the calendar, do what you have to do, and you know, so that's why I kind of keep that part-time position, because it affords me the time to do the things I need to do.
Well, that is awesome, man, because I'll just say this right now. If you edit audio like you probably do in video too, you are a stickler for quality. You want that production that you're doing to be top-notch too, and that's why it resonates in your music or shows up in your music too.
Yeah, it's, you know, you can't, I've just seen too many people try to shortchange it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the AI bubble, it's there. I mean, people left and right, and it's kind of like a fighter pilot. You know, you can have a drone pilot all day, and he says, you know, if this drone goes down, I still get to go down the hallway and get a cup of coffee. But a fighter pilot, if he goes down, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you can't replace instinct, and you can't replace the persona in music. You're never going to be able to replace human ears.
I've struggled with that for a while now, and there is so much of it out there, but I came up with this idea to start this KICR Songwriter Showcase. So if you wrote the song and you use AI for the production, the melody and all that, that's where it's going to land. And then I started this thing powered by Zeno FM. It's called the Demo Listen Derby. So it's just for demo songs. And if you're wanting to get a song cut and have a major artist record it, or an indie artist, one of those big name indie artists, whatever, then they can reach out to you, and you guys can work out the copyright and the royalties, and it's just me bringing you all together. So.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, and AI is a great tool for that. Like, it really is, because a lot of people don't have the money for some of the gear. Which, granted, you know, studio gear is not that expensive. Yeah. Not as expensive as it used to be. Right. So it's a little bit easier, you know, to have kind of a home studio set up and do some great music. I mean,
right on.
The guy that produced Fences, I mean, he did it from home, which he's got some really good gear that ran. But I mean, yet and still, he's got a small setup compared to some of the bigger studios I've seen It's
Well,
really,
and it's just an idea of what that song might sound like because things change in a song. There's some lyrics that change, and there's titles that even change before it's put out there. And you know that happened. I tell all the time about the great Toby Keith. You know, he somebody told him, you know, American Ride would do better than American Pride or something like that. So he changed it up, and you know, and it hit #1. So you know, it's just there's a big process that goes behind all of that, and it ends up in a 3.5, 4-minute song.
one thing that I learned is, you know, I used to produce and do my music myself, but, and I mix for other people, I produce for other people and things like that. I am a producer. I'm not as good as Brad. I'm getting there. He's kind of a mentor. But what I've learned is being an artist, it's so relaxing when you can take that hat off and not worry about the technicals and get a different perspective and let somebody else take the song that you wrote, see it from their perspective, and put their 2 cents in, and it makes a world of difference. So I have decided that when it comes to my music, I'm going to let the guy I trust work on it. He knows what I'm trying to do. He knows the sound I'm trying to get across. He understands my branding and what I'm trying to do. So it's always better to work with people like that and take some of the load off.
Boy, that is for sure. You know, even if I'm 50-50 on a song, I go get my wife and I got to have another set of ears too. What do you think of this? And she's like, I like it. Look at my hair on my arm standing up. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's you got to have perspective.
Exactly. So you're from Alabama, originally from Dothan, Alabama. Now you live in, it says Echo, Alabama. I love the group Alabama. That's my wife's favorite for sure.
About 20 minutes outside of Dothan, 25 minutes out in the country.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your love for music and country music. Where did that come from for you?
Man, I grew up on it. My dad used to do a lot of music. He died about a year and 3 months ago. But he played music as long as I can remember. He never really did anything with it, but he was always karaokeing or practicing or doing some kind of little show here and there. But he was a body man by trade, worked on cars. He did that 50 years, but there was always a guitar around the house. There was always country music playing, and Johnny Cash. I mean, I kind of grew up on that stuff. And I grew up in church too, and I led worship for a long time. And so it's just always kind of been there.
Okay.
Always had a love for country music, and kind of went through a stint where I was like, you know, all I need to do is worship music. But I really think that music is just music. And if you're being authentic with who you are and getting your point across, it really doesn't matter the style. And so I quit beating myself up so much, and I found the love for country music that I had when I was younger, and that's where I'm at. Like I'm country all the way. I can't, you know. I've tried to do other things. I've played in rock bands. I've done a little bit of hip hop stuff with people, you know, as a producer. But always comes back to country music. Yep. It's in my blood.
That's what I love hearing. And, you know, it got in my blood back in the 90s, over 36 years ago. That 90s country did it for me, and that's why I converted to country radio, because I love that 80s genre of music, you know, with Journey and REO Speedwagon and Chicago and Whitney Houston's voice and all of that good stuff. I still love listening to it, but that country got me too.
Yeah, country gets in you, and it don't leave. Yeah. It's hard to get it going anyway.
Right. Now, there was a guitar around your dad picked and played. Did he teach you? Did he pay for lessons, or how did you learn how to play?
No, funny story. My parents got divorced when I was 14, and the day my dad left, well, he didn't really leave me per se, but the day that he told me about everything, it was my 14th birthday, and he gave me a guitar. And I sat in my room, and that's how I dealt with things.
Wow.
So I'm self-taught. I never really had lessons or anything like that. And then I play a little bit of piano too, and then I moved to drums. And as I got older, I don't know, man, my guitar has literally kept me alive. I lived in California for a certain stint of my life, and for about 2 years I was homeless, and there was this little bar called Uncorked.
Did you say California?
Yes, sir. I lived in California for about 6 or 7 years.
Where at?
Redding, California. Well, I lived in San Francisco too. So.
Okay, you're further up north. I lived in Escondido and went to broadcasting school in San Diego. I was out there from 86 to 90.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's where I used my little bit of my GI Bill to get into the Art Institute, and that's where they showed me what all the buttons did.
Mhm.
And I didn't do the best with my schooling. I was top of my class, but I let other things kind of take hold. I wasn't able to finish school, but I learned what I needed to learn.
Yeah.
And I've just always been around playing music, and like I said, there's been times in my life where my guitar kept food in my stomach. So
Right.
I've got some stories.
Our motto at the broadcasting school, and they're saying, was you'll never know what you can do until you try. And boy, isn't that true today of independent artists, of anybody that wants to reach out and do something. Give it a shot, because if you don't, it'll never happen. But
and you got to love it.
Yeah.
I mean, music is a long, hard road sometimes.
Yep.
But if you don't, then it's probably not going to work out. You know, if you look at it too much as a business, I think you lose the artistry.
yeah.
And you lose the drive that even makes you want to get out there and do it anyway. So,
Right.
you got to be responsible. There is a business aspect to it, but
Uh-huh.
you just got to go for it.
Man, I watched a guy, and I've interviewed him. He won Nashville Star, Buddy Jewell. You've probably heard of him. Miranda Lambert was in that same season as him. She took second or third or something like that. Went on to have an even bigger career than Buddy Jewell, but he just did an interview with another guy I was watching the other night, and he said, that's the one thing I hate about music is the business side of it. You know, when you put business behind music, it's not always a fun deal. And I've interviewed John Paycheck, his dad, Johnny Paycheck. He was a roadie for his dad. He said, that's where I learned to hate the music business, but now I have my own music, and, I do it anyways. But, he came back around.
You learn to kind of respect it and know that, that's how the wheel rolls, and
Yep.
um,
Now, being a worship leader in growing up in church, that probably helped you big time as far as overcoming stage fright and that kind of thing to get out and do the live performances that you do. Because before we got on here, you told me you just performed in front of Neil McCoy here not too long ago.
yes, sir. I got to play lead guitar for Mr. Otha Allen Jr. He's a really good artist. If you want to check him out, he's a great guy.
Uh-huh.
I was playing lead guitar for him, and that stage was pretty big, and Neil put on a great show, and I got to meet him, and
Awesome.
it was a fun time, and I wasn't nervous. Honestly, I felt right at home.
Yeah.
I've never really been nervous on stage. It's kind of one of the things that, like, one day I'm going to get there, and so it's almost like going home. Like, I felt, and my wife was she was kind of taken back because she had never seen me on a stage that big before, and man, I was ripping and roaring and having a good time. The band was clicking, like we were just having a ball, and it was great to be able to do that. That was at the Rattlesnake Rodeo in South Alabama, and it was a good time, really good time.
You know, he's famous for just a couple of songs that I can think of off the top of my head, The Shake and then Wink and songs like those. You're doing the same thing, because Fences is a great song, and it just takes the right ears to hear that song, and it'll be like, man, where's this guy come from, And then, you get with the right people hearing it, and, it takes a lot of luck in this music business too, doesn't it, sometimes?
My producer tells me all the time that a lot of things happen by happenstance with music. His whole career, I mean, he's played major tours. He's done all kind of different things. He's kind of a jack of all trades when it comes to music. He's a self-taught piano player from 3 years old. I mean, he's a composer. He does sound for film. He just bought a reverb unit from Hans Zimmer, which is crazy.
Right.
I'm like, the Hans Zimmer? He was like, yeah, I bought the same one. He bought the same Vercasti unit that was used on all the Dark Knight movies, and it was so when we put that unit on something in the studio, we feel like we're putting on some juju.
I love it. I tell this story about when I was a young man, very young. I used to talk into an empty Folgers coffee can. That was my microphone to get me some reverb in my voice.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
Here we are on the radio tonight, man.
But yeah, it is, and that's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm taking the time I am on the product and trying to make it right. Trying to do my own content, make sure my branding is good, because I really do want people to be like, this guy just came out of left field. Well,
yeah,
I've been working on it a while.
Well, tell me this: is this your very first radio interview, or have you done a few of these?
First radio interview I've ever done.
Isn't that something? Man, you're fantastic. I would have never guessed that, but I thought I better ask because it might be your first. But it is an honor to have you on the show and to do your first radio interview, man. You're just absolutely fun to talk to, man. This is fun.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. I was supposed to have one with a local radio station here in town, but to be quite honest, I overslept.
Okay. Well.
But I'm going to try to set that up again, and I'm kind of glad it didn't happen because I would really rather do it for Kerosene. The new song that's coming out. It's like I said, it's on my Facebook and my TikTok. You can see some kind of behind the scenes stuff, some filming in the studio, and
Right.
I had a great videographer come in and help me do some content for that. So little steps, man, little steps.
Absolutely. You know, an artist just told me here a while back, too, that that's what he visualizes when he's creating a song is the video that's playing out. And there are many movies, and so that's why I have a TV channel, too. It's ICTV. It's called Indie Country Television. So if you ever make a full-blown country music video that tells the story of the song, that's what we want to put on ICTV. And, you know, it wouldn't be a bad deal if one of your videos or one of your songs ended up in a movie either, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Sync licensing is a good thing.
Right on. And so, you know, there's many movies that have come out of country music. So that is awesome. In fact, I just talked to somebody here a while back. He said that, you know, when he grew up, it was Trinidad and Tobago is where he grew up. They didn't listen to country music over there, but one day this DJ played Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, and he said that's what did it for him. And that was in a movie. I saw that with Jane Fonda and Dabney Coleman and Lily Tomlin. I remember that movie a long time ago.
That used to be a really big part of branding for artists back in the day because, you know, everything was kind of coming on the scene, and I used to love watching them old movies that them country stars were in.
Yep.
You know, Charles Ingalls was in Urban Cowboy. That was a major soundtrack for that movie.
Right.
I mean, it's always kind of been around. And when I write music, I try to think about that stuff, and I try to gear a lot of my storytelling to that because I am a writer, you know. Trying to cut one of my songs. That's great. I mean, I'm going to have paperwork on the back end, but, you know, it really is. In today's day and age, content is king. And so I'm still trying to figure out that formula, but at the same time, I'm trying to just be authentic with the content I put up and be, you know, produce it a little bit, make it look good, but just be who I am and not try to overproduce anything. And I think there's a fine line. You know, I think some people overproduce, but there's this fine line between, wow, that's really authentic. I mean, the color grade looks good, a good looking, you know, film, but at the end of the day, it's still authentic. And so that's all I'm trying to walk sometimes, but that's kind of what I'm trying to do with some of my stuff right now.
I love it. You know, you made me think of Jessie Mapes. She played Jessie in Urban Cowboy. She was Sissy's friend. I've interviewed her on the program. And then I go back and watch Urban Cowboy every now and then. And Mickey Gilley, of course, he was here in Branson for a long, long time until he passed away. And, you know, they're the ones, Mickey Gilley, Glenn Campbell, Mel Tillis, Waylon and Willie split at theater here back in the 90s that made this town what it is today. They call Branson, this little town of 10,000 that I'm in, the live show capital of the world. And I love doing live radio shows from here, but I also love going and seeing some of these shows. But we sure miss the folks that have passed on that made this town what it is and made country music what it still is, huh?
Yeah, especially some of those outlaw guys. Sounds like I need to get out.
You need to get out to Branson. You sure do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man, if you ever come, hit me up. We'll get together and we'll have a great time. This has been fun for sure tonight.
I would come in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, singing in church and growing up doing that, you know, and getting your teeth cut basically in the world of music. And look at you now, man. You got it going on. The first song's out and you got 2 or 3 more coming out here pretty soon. So, you know, I've said this before. You look back 10 years from now and you go, how did that even happen? But that's probably kind of how it started, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
You try things, and then I've had to learn a lot of things the hard way. Playing in church definitely gave me the chops I needed to be able to move on the fly and, you know, adapt to playing with different people, adapt to different situations. But, man, you look back and you're like, wow, that really had a huge impact on what I do. Because I think that if I hadn't played in church, I wouldn't have the confidence that I have today playing on I mean, you could put me on stage in front of 10,000 people or 5 people or 80,000, and I'm me. Like it really doesn't bother me. I can't wait for the day that I get to play a stadium somewhere, or, you know, and everybody's like, well, you can't be, you know, greedy or cocky. I'm not trying to be greedy or cocky, but I want that.
Right, exactly. How about that famous circle at the Grand Ole Opry? That's a good gig, huh?
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I have a picture of, my mother has a picture of me when I was 6 years old standing in that circle. We took a trip to Nashville.
Yep.
And there's a picture of me and my mother standing outside the Ryman, and then she had a picture of me standing in that circle, and I was like, I'm going to be here one day. I don't know when. I might be older than I am now when it happens, but I'm trying to get there.
Absolutely. That is the goal. And there's nothing wrong with having those lofty goals, you know, and it's those little steps like you're talking about along the way, you know, growing up in the church and doing all of those little things that you've done since you were a kid, and now look at you, and you're still loving the music, and, you know, you sound more excited than, you know, you probably did when you was younger. You just, because you see what it takes to make this thing happen now.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. And
it does.
It takes a lot of drive, and you can't give up, because just as soon as you try to give up, you're really close to your breakthrough.
Yep.
You know, so, and that's what my producer tells me all the time. He's like, man, just keep doing what you're doing, putting one foot in front of the other. And I'm pretty sure that he's got a lot of knowledge and experience on the business side, and he's got a lot of people that he's connected with. And, and I'm pretty sure that when the time is right, he'll help me.
Yeah.
Pitch myself to those circles, you
Absolutely.
know, but I don't want to do it too soon, and I don't want to miss it, but I don't want to do it too soon either, because you got to think, you know, the way people blow up nowadays, it's kind of like if you're a new artist and you have a song that blows up, that's great.
Mm-hmm. But
you get put on this tour, Luke Holmes said it, you get put on this tour with somebody like Chris Stapleton. Now you've just taken your Honda Civic that you won all the races in your neighborhood with and put it in a NASCAR race.
Right, exactly.
I want to make sure I can keep up with those guys before I get there.
It's kind of that story about a bottle of water. You know, it's a certain price at Walmart or in a vending machine, but you put it in the airport and then it goes up to $5 or $7. You know, it depends on where it's sitting, right?
Location.
Exactly. That'd be some good location. So let me ask you this too: do you have any siblings, and if any of them are musically inclined like you, or what?
I have 2 brothers, one on my father's side, one on my mother's side.
Mm-hmm.
One on my side is not very musically inclined at all. But the one on my dad's side was always a really good guitar player. He never made the best choices in life, so him and I don't really speak too much.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I've kind of been the black sheep of my family for a long time.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's great to have you on the show, and I'm glad you got the music bug and you're doing something with it, and you found me. You know, I've been doing this for a while now. I'm in year number 14, and I just am amazed by the untapped talent still to this day that is out there that needs to be heard on the radio, and you're one of those, my friend.
Man, there's a lot of it, and I sure do appreciate it, because it's hard to try to get people to listen through all the noise nowadays.
Right.
You know.
And speaking of that, you know, tell us about, I know you've got some shows that you've already done and you've got more shows coming, but that country music scene right there in Alabama and that area is pretty hot, isn't it?
It depends on your definition of hot. There's a lot of cover stuff that goes on here. There's a lot of cover bands.
Okay. Sounds like Branson now.
Now, down in Florida, there's a lot of original music going on, and there's really good bands and good artists that come from here. You know, Cruz Wright, he was on American Idol. He's from Samson.
Man, I know that young kid, man. He's got some great stuff.
Oh, yeah, I got to meet him, too. He come up after the show and was like, man, you were ripping that guitar. And he come and watched Neil. He actually opened for Trace Atkins on Friday night. And then we opened for Neil McCoy on no, I'm sorry. He opened for Trace Atkins on Saturday, and we opened for Neil McCoy on Monday, Sunday. And he's a great kid, man. And he's 18. Yeah. And he's got a voice like a 30-year-old. I mean, he's got a great voice, good music. And so seeing people like that come up, so he's from Samson, about 45 minutes, an hour away from here.
No kidding. I would love to interview him. You know, we were talking back and forth, or his people. We were talking, and we just never got that set up. But I think he was 15 when I heard the first song, "Phone in Heaven," and I'm like, what a cool story and a cool song for a young person to make like that.
Yeah, he's got some talent behind him, and he's got a pretty good team behind him too. I'm not too versed on. I know Miss Kelly Smith, the lady that does his kind of like PR promotion kind of stuff. Got him the gig at Rattlesnake Rodeo.
Okay.
And everybody I've met from his organization is really nice, really cool. And I'm just kind of working on building that myself. You know, right now I'm kind of doing it all. I don't have a PR person. I don't have a manager or anything like that. So any managers out there, hey, give me
He's looking. There you go. You know, I talk about that all the time too. There's so much work behind the scenes that people they realize, but maybe don't. That you know, you got to build a brand, and I've been building this brand for the radio thing for 14 years, and it's not easy. And so, you know, there's logos, there's merch, there's all this stuff to do, plus the music. You know, writing songs and all of that. Now, do you make time to write songs, or does the song idea just pop in your head and you're like, I got to write that down and finish it later, or what?
Normally, when I write a song, it happens one or two ways. I'll have an idea, and I'll kind of write down a few words. But then, and I'll sit on that for a little while. But then, like last night, I wrote a song, and it just all came at one time.
Wow.
And
I've heard those are the best ones, the ones that are done in less than an hour.
It just took 20 minutes.
Isn't that right? Wow, that's cool.
I wrote it in 20 minutes.
Yep.
It was right before my dad died.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened like that, but I literally sat down.
Oh, I can tell you. You grew up in church, man. That's that God-given talent, and I've heard that. You know that God, the song was out there. He just used you to put it together.
And I have found that when you try to force it, it's a lot harder. So I just kind of sit back and let it come. And I feel like everything that moves, that's got motion to it, is going to have its own momentum, and we can either get in the way of that or we can help it along. And if we're just a vessel, we can help it along. That's what my producer tells me all the time. He was like, if you go with the flow, go through the process, the chips are going to fall where they need to fall. You know,
absolutely.
Make the right decisions. You know, make conscious decisions about your music and what you're doing, and things will line up.
They've even told me the song will tell you what genre it should fall into, even, or if it should be a duet with somebody or something like that, you know. And speaking of that, if you're ever looking for somebody to do a duet with, I've got a lot of female artists, and you've probably seen that too, come into my shows, and you know, they'd be willing to write with you, co-write, do duets, and sing together, all that kind of stuff. So the sky's the limit.
Definitely looking for people to co-write with.
Okay.
There's not a lot of writers around here where I'm at, so anybody you can connect me with, that would be great.
That's awesome. They are all in my KICR Songwriter Showcase, and I'm sure they'd be up to it, and their emails are underneath each music player, so reach out to some of those folks. Say, hey, I like the song you wrote. I would love to even cut that, and you guys can work it out between yourselves on how that can work, and they'd sure love to have you record one of their songs, I'm sure, after they hear Fences tonight.
Awesome. That would be great.
You're welcome. Where can we find Rodney Preston if we want to check out more on social media and get our hands on what's coming next, too?
You can go to Rodney Preston Music on Facebook, Rodney Preston Official on Instagram and TikTok, and that's really all I'm doing at the moment. I'm working on kind of an EPK website kind of thing, but I just stick to social media. I really like word of mouth. I really like connecting with people on social media. You get a little bit of a deeper connection. Facebook is geared a little bit more towards, you know, business. I message a lot of venues on Facebook and stuff like that. But TikTok, I'm pretty active on TikTok. I'm posting every day. I'm always doing something on TikTok. So DM me. You can get a hold of me if you want to see what's going on. I always post behind the scenes stuff, and I always put teasers up for music that I got coming out. And I feel like sometimes I don't put them out quick enough, but hey, it just goes back to that quality thing. I'm trying to do that. You know, Fences, I'm very proud of it. I want every song that I put out, I want to have the same feeling. I don't ever want to put anything out that I'm like, man, I could have done something a little bit different with that. You know, so
Man, that is awesome to hear. You're a professional, my friend, and for your first radio interview, this is absolutely fantastic. You nailed it, and this is our first, but it won't be our last, man. Come back anytime, and especially when the new music drops, be sure to hit me up, and we'll get you back on the program.
Yes, sir. I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're
for your
welcome.
time.
Thank you for your time tonight and for the time that you spend coming into the shows and listening to the music and loving everybody else. Man, I love seeing indie artists support other indie artists, and there's nothing better.
There ain't, man. We all got to do this thing together. There can't be any egos. We all just got to figure out how to support each other and lift everybody up.
You got it. Well, we're going to play Rodney Preston, Fences, and then I've got a couple of others until your new songs drop. We're going to play Aaron Boltinghouse, one of the sponsors of the show, and my good friend Eddie Johnson. This talented young man's got a brand new single called Big Red Truck. Thank you, Rodney, for being on the show tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Rodney Preston with Fences on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
My mama always left the porch light on. In case I ever got lost, I could always get back home. Late night coast to coast and highway rambling. I never thought I'd miss those barbed wire fences. The light at the end of that bottle lit up that front porch swing. That gravel driveway turned to gold when I heard Mama say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've got supper in the kitchen. Your daddy said he'd be back in a minute. He's out there building fences. Snuck back into church next Sunday morning. Just another backslider in a back pew, way off in the corner. I hope nobody there saw me crying. If I said that I was okay, yeah, I would be lying. I heard the band and raised my hands and sure did a lot of thinking. I hit my knees and bowed my head when I heard Daddy say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've been right here all this time. When you thought that I was nowhere to be found, I was down here building fences. At the end of that bottle lit up that front porch swing. That gravel driveway turned to gold when I heard Mama say, come on in, it's been too long. I've been wondering where you've been. Sit on down and stay a while. I've got supper in the kitchen. Your daddy said he'd be back in a minute. He's out there building fences.
Dad's old truck don't move
much anymore. In fact, it's been years since that pedal has hit the floor. The dash is all cracked up, and the floorboards are rusted clean through. It's not much to see, but it's all I got left of you. He's gone, but the memories are still in that truck. Like back on 59 when we got it stuck. Every day and every mile tells a story I know of lessons he taught me on those back roads. I'm never alone when I'm taking the long way home. His hands on the wheel, he was a man of steel in my mind. I can still hear his voice saying, son, just take your time. Though the paint's all faded and the engine stalls, the lights don't work and the tires are bald, couldn't throw it or give it away. My mind keeps going back to those days. He's gone, but I can still hear the music playing. It doesn't come through clear, and it's stuck on that AM station. Every day and every mile tells a story I know of lessons he taught me on those back roads. I'm never alone when I'm taking the long way home. When I'm taking the long way home. Thanks, Dad.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Granddaddy was a blue-collar man, spent all his life just working with his hands. He dropped out of high school to work on cars. Bought the truck used back in '94, had a rusty tailgate and a dent in the door, but he fixed her up and he made that chrome shine. And we rode down the highway singing George Jones. Couple good old boys just joking and carrying on. Some people say you can't buy happiness. That big red truck is the closest I'll ever get. Was the end of the year, senior prime, me and Jenny were going strong. I pulled up to her house just about 6. You should have seen her blue eyes, the satin dress and my bow tie. Some things are just picture perfect. And we rode down the highway singing George Jones. Somewhere in between love and the middle of the road. Some people say you can't
young man is 19 years old. His name is Eddie Johnson. He's a Nashville recording artist. And before that, Aaron Boltinghouse, my good friend and sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show. And another great song from him as well. And then, of course, Rodney Preston with Fences. And what a great first interview from Rodney Preston. I look forward to talking to him again already. We had such a great time hanging out. Go get Fences by Rodney Preston and follow him on social media and be on the lookout for more great music from him as well. That interview will go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives after this live show is over. That is at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. So if you're just now getting tuned in and you missed the first interview, stay tuned because I got another one. Kyle Antone and his very first interview is coming up in the bottom half of this hour as well. I'm currently working out the details to get this next gentleman on the program, but I've been playing him a couple of times. His name is Cam Bogle. This is called On Your Mind. Kicking off hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
The sunset plays through my cracked rear view, flying past where I first met you. And every sound feels like a maybe. Your ghost's been riding with me lately. Your hair's still stuck in my leather seat. Your list still folded in my old blue jeans. The flowers you grew all turned black. Guess they knew you weren't coming back. Am I still on your mind like you're on mine? Do you still miss the midnight sky where we kissed in the back of that Chevrolet? And if that flannel you stole still smells like smoke, if your mama still asks how I've been though, then baby don't keep it inside. If I'm still on your mind. Your old Jeep's up for sale online. The same tinted door from that 4th of July. And I swear I saw you in the checkout line. It must have been a lookalike. I saw your dog on your sister's page. Still hates cats and still won't stay. And I laugh because you used to say you love things that always run away. Am I still on your mind like you're on mine? Do you still miss the midnight sky where we kissed in the back of that Chevrolet? And if that flannel you stole still smells like smoke, if your mama still asks how I've been through, then baby don't keep it inside. If I'm still on your mind, if I'm still on your mind, am I still on your mind like you're on mine? Do you still miss the midnight sky where we kissed in the back of that Chevrolet? And if that flannel you stole still smells like smoke, if your mama still asks how I've been though, then baby don't keep it inside. If I'm still on your mind, if I'm still on your mind.
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Will Theory Music. Check out Will Theory Music on the sponsors page at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and at WillTheoryMusic.com.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Yeah, I don't know what brought you into this dive, But it sure sounds like someone broke your heart. And drinking doubles is a dang good start. And you didn't know what else to do but sit right there on that stool talking to a stranger. Well, I've been there, I don't blame you. Can hang all night if you want to. You need someone, I got you. But I can't change your situation. Can't undo what's been done. Can't put his truck back in your driveway. Can't unkick up that dust. No, you're picking up the pieces, and I can't help with that. But that bartender can fix your drink, and I can pick up the tab. Talking to the lights, come on. Tell me how they got a good thing wrong. Some say nothing's free. Lord knows that a heartbreak don't come cheap. But tonight your drinks are on me. I can't change your situation. Can't undo what's been done. Can't put his truck back in your driveway. Can't unkick up that dust. No, you're picking up the pieces, and I can't help with that. But that bartender can fix your drink, and I can pick up the tab. That's what friends are for. We were strangers when we walked in, but we ain't anymore. I can't change your situation. Can't undo what's been done. Can't put his truck back in your driveway. Can't unkick up that dust. I know you're picking up the pieces, and I can't help with that. But that bartender can fix your drink, and I can pick up the tab. Can pick up the tab. That bartender can fix your drink, and I can pick up.
That is a brand new single released today from my good friend Anna Scott. Anna Scott Music is where you can find her on social media, specifically TikTok. She does a lot of content over there, and she is hanging out with me tonight on TikTok Live at Tim Kelly on Air on my account. Come in and say hello to Anna Scott. Tell her you love Pick Up the Tab. And boy, they are picking up the tap as well. Everybody tapping the screen on TikTok tonight. Thank you for doing that as well. I sure do appreciate it. This next artist is a sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show, Will Theory. You can check him out on my sponsors tab at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. And I put the sponsors on almost every tab on the website, so you'll see them scrolling across there. Every 1.5 seconds, a new logo will appear. And when you click on it, it will take you right to that artist and what they've got going on in the world of country music. This song moved my wife so much the first time I played it last week, I'm going to move it again. And she is sitting in studio tonight. It is called Borrowed Time from Will Theory on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I watched the sunrise paint her name on an empty cup and window pane. The coffee cooled, but I just sat, whispered to the silence, she ain't coming back. Every heartbeat whispers slow, don't waste the minutes you still know. 'Cause love don't fade, it just rewinds. A photograph that cheats the time. Her Sunday hymns still haunt these walls. That kitchen radio still calls. I still see her humming grace while flour dusted up her face. Now every scent of pie and rain pulls me through her arms again. I'd trade the world for one more ride. To hear her laugh and not just cry. We're all living on borrowed time, holding hearts that don't stay mine. Blink too long and love moves on, like the echo of a fading song. So say it loud, don't stand in pride. Tell your people while they're alive, 'cause heaven calls before the sun, and we're all living on borrowed time. There's dust on her old Bible now. Pages torn, but face still proud. She'd mark each verse and underline. Child, the hurt will heal in time. Now I see her in the porch light glow. Every prayer I fail to show. The truth is simple, sharp, and kind. You don't own life, it's just a sign. So I hold close what's left of her, the love, the lessons, the whispers heard. And when my number finds its place, I'll walk her way, I'll see that face. Till then I'll dance in borrowed days and thank the Lord through broken praise. For every breath and every sign reminds me love outruns the line. We're all living on borrowed time, holding hearts that don't stay mine. Blink too long and love moves on, like the echo of a fading song. So take that hand, don't let it slide. Give your rose before goodbye, 'cause heaven's clock don't toe the line. We're all living on borrowed time. If tomorrow steals tonight, let my words still hold the light. Every I love you left unsaid still rings where angels tread. We're all living on borrowed years, measured in laughter, carved in tears. No second chance, no long rewind, just faith and fire in what we find. So raise your hands, don't waste the climb. Say your piece while you got time. Hold your memories, keep them near. Speak their name so heaven hears. When heaven calls and hearts align. The door slams shut on borrowed time.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Thursday night, 2 for 1s. All these Callaway khaki and Ralph Lauren guys. Look out, here he comes. What am I gonna hear about my green eyes this time? I'm one step ahead and I'm reading his mind. He'll tell me I'm the only 10 he's seen tonight. It's day after day and night after night. The same college bar and worn out pickup lines. Same game, same place, same cross on a silver chain. He'll say that he's different, but he's a copy and paste with a different face. He's just a Charlie looking for a good time. But I know his type, I can see before. He thinks I'll be just like all the other. It's day after day and night after night. The same college bar and worn out pickup lines. Same game, don't care, don't even want to know his name. He'll say that he's different, but he's a copy and paste with a different face. It's always the same damn mirror I look into, asking myself, what the hell do I do? Same game, same thing. I can't seem to get away. It's day after day and night after night. The same college bar and worn out pickup lines. Same game, same place, same cross and a silver chain. He'll say that he's different. It's day after day and night after night. I'm sick of this bar and worn out pickup lines, 'cause it's the same game on replay. I gotta plan my getaway. He says that he's different, but he's a copy and paste. And there is no difference, they're just all the
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Her name is Allie Aldred, and that is called Copy and Paste. Boy, I do a lot of that. I'll tell you what, it's easier that way, isn't it? I love that song, and thank you, Allie, for making it. That is an awesome song. I'm going to play one more, and then my second radio interview of the evening, Kyle Antone is going to join us on the program, and it's his first ever radio interview on any radio station as well. You're absolutely going to love it, and the stories behind those songs, pretty good stuff as well. This next artist finished in the top 3 of season number 4 of NBC's The Voice. He was on Team Blake, and I got to see him perform back in 2016, November the 7th at the Nashville Universe Awards at the world famous then Wild Horse Saloon, and his name is Barrett Baber. We're currently working out the details to get him on the program as a special guest as well. He's got a brand new single out called Next to You from Barrett Baber on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
When you're sleeping, well, sometimes I wonder what you're dreaming. And if this life we got is what you're seeing, 'cause that's how all my best ones start and end. Through these years, girl, my better half has turned into my whole world. It started on the night that I watched you twirl around and round in that white wedding dress. But the best part is that even on the days the sun ain't shining, I don't worry about I'm going, just as long as I'm laying next to you, oh, next to you. We went driving, chasing my dreams east down that old highway. Every mile I run, you're right beside me. No matter how rough it gets down the road, girl, I know that even on the days the sun ain't shining, don't worry about how I make it through. 'Cause it don't matter where I am or where I'm going, just as long as I'm laying next to you, oh, next to you. It's all been worth it. The good, the bad, the laughing, and the hurt. good things in time come to an end. So heaven forbid that the good Lord calls you home before me. I'll do the best I can to make it through. When my time comes, I'll meet you in the ever after. But down here, I'll still be laying next to you. Oh, next to you. Oh, next to you. Oh, next to you. Oh, next to you.
End of the week, turn it up, feel right.
Got your favorites and the ones you couldn't find.
Fresh from the heart, straight to your dial tonight. It's that Friday kind of shine. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Spinning all the best in indie country sound. Turn it loud, don't you go. Let the weekend start this way. New voices, new stories rolling into town. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Playing all the best in new indie country now.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got some great radio interviews tonight. The next 3 songs you get to hear the stories behind with my good friend Kyle Antone. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great this evening. Thank you for having me on the show.
You're welcome. I'm doing fantastic as well because you're here. Thank you for doing it. I appreciate it. And, boy, you got some great music, and I look forward to hearing the stories behind these 3 great songs of yours tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm excited about sharing it with you.
You bet. We want to give a big shout out to our good friend Ron Jenkins, yours and mine, who kind of turned me on to you, and you guys have co-written songs together, and he's a great songwriter as well. He's in the KICR Songwriter Showcase, and I've had Ron on this program too because he's a great artist. I love his song Hello Whiskey.
Yes, Ron has been a great friend to me. We've known each other for a little over a year and actually wrote a song together, my first song I ever put out. And he has been a great help to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, that song's called A Glance. That's the third song we're going to talk about tonight, and it's going to kick off the top of the next hour of the program. So, yeah, that's the first one I ever heard from you. And then when you sent the other 2, I'm like, okay, he's getting a triple play on Thursday night. So I've done that for you a couple of times as well.
Yes, sir. I've seen that.
And you're basically getting a triple play on a Friday night tonight, too, doing the interview. So that's going to be awesome. You grew up in the little bitty town of South Carolina. I guess it's a little bitty town in the foothills of Pickens, South Carolina. And you picked up a guitar at age 14, and you literally got calloused up by playing bluegrass and original country music, old school country.
That's right. That's exactly right. My dad gave me my first guitar at 14, gave me a book to show me where to put my fingers on the strings. And at that time, I was listening to Buddy Holly music because I just watched the Buddy Holly story with Gary Busey as Buddy Holly. And I was crazy about his music. And so one day I was playing a G, and I said, wait a minute, that sounds like the beginning of a Buddy Holly song. And then I figured out G, C, and D, and it was on like Donkey Kong from there. I could figure out any song if I could hear it. So yes, I started playing. Then there was a little school building. It's an old school building up here in the mountains of Pickens called the Illinois Building. And every Friday night there would be a large gathering of older senior adults, really is mostly what it was. And they would play bluegrass music half the night. And so at 16, 17 years old, I was going up there every Friday night and sitting in with them and learning from them how to play bluegrass and old country.
That's awesome. I was looking at that in your bio. Illinois Community House is in Pumpkin Town, South Carolina. I did not know there was a Pumpkin Town anywhere, let alone South Carolina.
Yes. You know, the guy Jerry Jenkins who wrote Left Behind series,
He's from up that way. So is there at least one famous person from up in those neck of the woods?
There you go. I love it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you were shaped by that music that you were playing. And it said in your bio, too, that you've actually, spread out to other genres. But did you, from doing that, come back to country music, or was country always your favorite, or what?
Yeah, country's always been the foundation of what I've done. So I played a lot as a teenager. At about 17, I had a chance to go to Nashville, and my mama said, "Nope, you're going to finish high school." And so she put that on hold. Well, in the meantime, I got a car and a girlfriend, and so for about almost 30 years, music went to the back scene.
Oh, wow.
And I would pick up the guitar and play in church sometime, but I didn't sing out anywhere. I was just working. And so about 3 years ago, I picked up the guitar again as seriously wanting to get back to it, and played at an open mic here in my town of Greenwood, South Carolina. And when I sang at that open mic, people heard me, and the next thing I knew, I was getting phone calls of people asking me to come do shows here and come do shows there. And so last year was my first full year of doing shows out for people.
Wow.
And I did 65 shows last year.
Congratulations, man. That's a bunch.
It's a big step.
Yeah.
I put together a band. And so now this year, I'm already at 60 shows at this point in the year, and I'm shooting for 125 this year.
Man, and
country has been my main thing.
Right. Absolutely, and that's how you end up on this country station, because you have some good. We have a tagline called "New Country's Best." I've had that for years, and if I can say that behind a song, it's going to end up on this program. And within 30 seconds, when I heard a glance, I was like, "Yep, it's going on."
So. Well, thank you.
Yep, and here we are tonight. So.
Yes, sir.
Now, you also work a full-time job, so you stay really busy, and to do that many shows a year, I mean, that's like one every about 2 or 3 days going to be, if you do as many as you just told us, so that's going to be a busy, busy year for you.
I did one last night. I'll do one Friday night, and I've got another one on Saturday night of this week.
There you
go. We're doing 2 or 3 shows a week, usually towards the weekend. I do work a full-time job, and I am a program director at a local college here in Greenwood, and my area of specialty is paramedic. I'm a paramedic by trade.
Yeah.
And so I'm the director of the paramedic program here at this local college, and so I kind of take care of all the instructors and all the training that goes through EMS training here.
See, that's amazing.
Well. Yeah, I pastor 2 churches as well.
Man, that's crazy good.
Yeah.
I talk about that all the time, because what you're doing is you're helping people through your paramedic stuff. I mean, that's the first thing that you do, is you start helping somebody right away when they have an issue. And, I've talked to people, artists that are nurses, they're school teachers, they're police officers, they're firefighters, they're paramedics like you. And through your music, you're helping people, too. Maybe people you don't even realize that you're helping by telling these stories like we're going to hear tonight.
Yes, this is true. It's true. There have been many a times in the back of an ambulance that I have sang to someone that was going through, maybe a senior adult with dementia that is having a hard time, and I'll start singing a hymn, and it just calms them right down and helps them through it. Or somebody will recognize me and say, "Hey, would you sing me a song?" And so in the midst of their immediate emergency need, I'm singing a song to them as I'm taking care of them.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
It's a huge ministry.
Now, I love this sentence in your bio. It says, your musical journey has been one of discovery, passion, and growth. So the music is probably your passion. You probably like doing it even more than the paramedic stuff. I'm that way with radio. I still work a full-time gig, too, and I love doing this more than I do the other, and I get paid better to do the other, actually. But how is the growth? How has that helped you grow by doing music?
Well, last year I started writing music, and I have never written anything in my life. And so I was challenged. People would come up at my shows and say, "Do you have any original music?" I'm like, "I don't really have any original music." And so I decided I'm going to sit down and learn how to write music. And so I play by ear, and so the chords are cowboy chords that I'm playing most of the time. So I wanted to distance myself to learn to play bar chords, and then I started learning how to write songs, and that has really opened up a whole new world for me.
Right.
That I've never really dabbled in before, and so it's been some growing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've probably realized, and I do too, when I hear your next song, it just seems like it gets better and better and better. And that happens with growth, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I think I'm maturing in the writing process and kind of figuring it out a little bit more. So, boy, for that first at the glance, that's Ron Jenkins and I wrote that, and he helped me greatly to begin to understand kind of how you make this thing work. And it was a great blessing to have his help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It says every performance, every practice session, and every moment with an instrument in your hand has reinforced one thing, that music is an essential part of who I am. Man, I love hearing that because, without music, I mean, it doesn't happen if it doesn't start from pen to paper, like you said, and you just got into songwriting here not too long ago, and Ron has helped you out tremendously from that. Isn't that a neat process, how, you get to tell these stories through music like we're going to tell tonight in your songs?
Yes, sir. It is an incredible process. My mom kind of turned me on to music at a young age. She had a recording, an 8-track recording, if you remember those.
Right.
Had an 8-track recording of me at about 3 years old singing Rhinestone Cowboy. And so those story songs have always been, ever since a little bitty, have been something that's really appealed to me.
How about that? Well, that Rhinestone Cowboy was here in Branson, Missouri with the theater of his own, the great Glenn Campbell back in the day, and that's where I'm at, what they call the live show capital of the world here in Branson, Missouri. So
yes,
I don't know if you've ever been to Branson, but if you do come, be sure to hit me up. I'd love to get together with you and meet you in person, too.
It's on my list of places to come to very soon.
There you go.
I will definitely get in touch with you.
Awesome, awesome. You are also a family man. I'm looking at a picture of your wife, Wendy. Has anybody ever told her she looks like Barbara Streisand kind of to me? I don't know.
I'm sure she has. She is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. My wife, not Barbara Streisand.
Awesome. There you go. You guys have 3 children and 3 granddaughters. Congratulations on all of that.
Well, thank you. We've got a 4th one on the way.
She'll
be here in August. We're a girl rich at my house.
That's awesome.
So yes, we have 3 children. My youngest daughter is fixing to go into the National Guard. She graduates high school next month.
Okay.
And she'll be going off into the National Guard. So we're fixing to be empty nesters.
Awesome, awesome. Now, of those 3 girls, do you have any of them that are maybe a little musically inclined? Maybe can back up sing for you or something like that?
The youngest sings. She's got a great voice. She doesn't sing out in public, but sometimes she'll back me up in the house when I'm learning a song, and she has some great harmony that she can do. She just needs to build up her confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I hear that a lot too, especially in the young ones. They got to go through that process of having stage fright and all of that kind of thing. Did you go through that when you were just getting started, or maybe still go through that in a big performance?
Lord, yes. 3 years ago when I sang at my first open mic, I shook so bad, and sweat was dropping off my arms. I was so nervous just singing 3 songs in front of people. But and even now, usually the first or second song, I've got those little butterflies in my stomach. But once I get done with that second song and I'm ready to go, we're smooth sailing from there.
That's awesome. Well, you're talking through my open mic tonight, and you sound fantastic, and you don't sound nervous at all.
Well, I'm not.
You're pretty good at these radio interviews is what I'm trying to get at. And I hope you do a bunch of them. We're going to put you out on 13 radio stations around the world tonight because you'll probably agree, country music's universal. They love it in all these other countries, and when you look at your streaming and stats, you probably are amazed by who's listening around the world, huh?
Yes, sir, I am. That is a great gift we've been given as independent artists, is the access to the world through our streaming platforms. And so I'm still learning all that and trying to figure all that out. But yes, it is a great, great gift.
That's awesome. I love this other statement in your bio that I want to talk about a little bit. It says, I love exploring new musical ideas. I've learned the most powerful songs come from trusting the heart rather than overthinking the process. Man, I love that. I've been told that, God puts a song out there. He just leaves it up to you to put it together. The song was out there. The song will tell you what genre it needs to fall in, that kind of stuff, or whether it needs to be a duet, a ballad, whatever, huh?
Right. It does. I think you're exactly right. He does. Every song that I have put out there thus far, all has come out of an experience of my life that has just kind of naturally happened. It's not something I've worked for. And you said something earlier before we got on the air about sometimes songs are written in 30 minutes, an hour. And most of mine are that way. I tend to hear a lot of songs in my sleep, believe it or not. And I'll wake up the next morning, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night and write down what I'm thinking and then go back to sleep. But both the melody that was supposed to go with it and the words just seem to come as a package deal thus far. And it has been out of the experience of life. And so it's easy to write that because you understand what you're saying.
Right. This first song that we're going to talk about tonight, called I'll Be There Soon, is one of those songs that, I mean, this is going to touch everybody, because they'll be able to relate to this no matter if you're young, old, or whatever, married, single, any of that, because this is about a couple that were married for 46 years, and I'll let you tell the rest of it because I don't want to ruin it or say it wrong, because this is such a powerful story. Tell us about this one.
Well, they were married for 64 years.
64, okay.
He was in his 90s. She was in her late 80s. They were, their son is a congregant in one of the churches I pastor. And the mother went in to have the arteries cleared out in her legs because she was having some circulation issues. And when they went in and did that, the plaque broke loose. A piece of it went to her brain. She had a hemorrhagic stroke and was dying. And so the son called and said, could you come and pray with my parents? I said, I'd be happy to. So I went up there and met them, and for a couple of days walked with them through that time. Well, the day that the mother died, the father said, it won't be long and I'll be with her. Only the Lord knew that 2 nights later, the night before her funeral, he would get up in the middle of the night, lose his balance, fall, hit his head on the corner of his bed. He has a brain bleed and dies 2 days later.
Wow.
And so we held her body until they could get him prepared and did their funerals together.
Wow.
And so out of that experience, when he told me it won't be long and I'll be with her, that just kind of stuck in my head. And then when I heard that he had died, it just absolutely floored me because nobody expected that quick.
Yeah.
Not even him, you know. And so that song, I'll Be There Soon, came in the middle of the night as I was sleeping.
Oh, that's the next question I was going to ask you. How long did it take for you to think, well, I've got to write a song about that? So it just happened in the middle of the night. See, that's a God thing right there.
Yep. I wasn't even thinking about writing a song about it. Matter of fact, that was the very first song I wrote by myself. And so yeah, and it was like within an hour, I had it written out. And it was amazing. And I told my wife, I said, listen to this and tell me if this makes any sense, if it sounds good at all. I played it for her, and she's sitting there just tears streaming down her face. And yeah, it was still is a very emotional experience.
Oh, I can imagine. When you sent me the email about it, I'm like, man, I cannot wait to do this interview and hear this story behind it, because I've heard the song and I've played it a couple of times. And tonight's actually going to be the 4th time that it's going to be on this program. And so I was so excited to hear this powerful story, because it sure can resonate with a lot of folks.
Yes, sir. I actually took the lyrics that I'd written out on my notebook and signed it and dated it and gave it to their son and told him, I don't know if anything will ever come of this song, but your parents were the inspiration for it, and I wanted you to have the original draft of me writing this song. And so he's got that stashed away as sort of his special stuff he has in his life.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he can listen to this program in any way, that'd be great. And this interview is going to go into my Tim Kelly Show interview archive, so you can share it with those folks too, and they'll be able to hear this story, and that's amazing. We're going to play I'll Be There Soon with Kyle Antone. We'll come back and talk about a couple of more of your songs, drink some more, and then we'll play the first one I ever heard, called A Glance, as well. You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
As the Carolina sunset filled that western Auburn sky, I knew the end was coming soon. After all our years together, it was time to say goodbye. Baby, no, I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon to walk with you side by side. I'll be there soon in that land where there's no night, a place where there's no sorrow, no more tears to dim the eyes. Place where there's no more goodbyes. I'll be there soon. We built a life and raised a family when our two lives became one. We've had a great time round in the sun. On that spring day we made a promise to be together to the end. We've lived as lovers and as friends. I'll be there soon. Now you've reached the other side. I'll be there soon. God's Son is our life. We'll enjoy no more sorrows as we walk side by side. And we will say no more goodbyes. I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon.
His name is Kyle Antone. That is called I'll Be There Soon, and what a fantastic song, fantastic story. Man, I'm sure glad you made that song, and it is a pleasure to have it on the radio.
Well, thank you, sir. It felt good to have that, to be able to create that out of nothing, it would seem, but yet it was a true story. So it's a great opportunity.
Yep. You're just a good guy, man, and a lot of independent artists that I talk to are that way. You know, they just, music is your passion. You're singing to people actually in the ambulance doing the paramedic stuff like you told us earlier. Yes. I've never heard that before, so that is amazing.
Well, I just stumbled upon it. It's amazing, especially people with dementia. They will remember those old hymns. And so you start singing those old hymns and they'll start singing along, or they'll calm down and start tapping their hands and feet. And so it's a great way to soothe them.
Yep. Your next song, Drink Some More, it says it's a true story of country music to the core. It tells of lost love and life that turned upside down. Tell us about it.
Well, I was sitting at home on a Saturday night, and I had a coworker here at the college that texted me, and she said, "Preacher, I need you to pray." She said, in her text, she said, "My husband and I have been drinking. We're down at the beach. We've had a huge argument, and he just left. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what's going to happen, but pray." So I text back, "I will pray now." And I did. I prayed right then. And then I started thinking, that sounds like a country song. And so I started writing it out. And again, within 30, 45 minutes, that song was done. Yeah. And it's just coming out of her sorrow of them arguing and being drunk and not having a clear thinking. And so anyway, they're still together. They've been married a long time. They're still together, and things are better. But you know how relationships can be, and when you got alcohol involved with it, it always seems to cause more problems.
Boy, alcohol does not help putting that on an open wound. It really hurts bad, and it's kind of the same way with that other kind of alcohol. You put that on any kind of wound, it doesn't help much, does it?
That's true. The Cowboys did it, but it didn't. It didn't always feel good.
Man, I seen that one time. I watch John Wayne westerns, and I even have him on my website. I love that. He's literally picking buckshot out of his son's leg because he got shot in the butt, and he's pouring whiskey on it to make it better, but it didn't make it better. And of course, he's drinking some of it too to make him feel better.
That's right. That's right.
That's awesome. Your first song that I ever heard, called "A Glance," that you co-wrote with Ron Jenkins. Tell us about it, and we'll play it for the third one.
Well, I had the idea of someone being hurt. I've been divorced and remarried, and my first marriage was difficult. And my wife, who I'm married to now, her relationships have been difficult, and she's been through a divorce. And we both had said, we're never getting married again. We're done with this whole romance thing and life together thing. And then we met at all places in an ice cream parlor. And so it wasn't a little cafe. As we were sitting outside, she was a waitress at an ice cream parlor, and I went in to get a sandwich, and we struck up a friendship. And over a year period of me going in and eating, we just became friends. And then next thing you know, we fell in love. And so we decided, okay, we'll try love again. We said we weren't going to do it anymore. I'm done. I'm finished. But yet we tried again, and it worked. And we've been married 10 years. In October.
10 years. That's awesome.
And it feels like 10 minutes. The time has gone by so fast, and it's been so good. We're kindred spirits, and she is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, as the scripture says.
That is awesome. Have you gone back to that ice cream parlor and tried all 31 flavors just to reminisce about your first date?
Yeah, that place shut down. So,
oh man.
But it's a legend now in our minds. It's the place where we met.
That's awesome. You've been fantastic, Kyle, to talk to, and thank you for doing this program. Thank you, Wendy, for letting him do this. And, having your family support, your 3 daughters, your grandchildren, one on the way, helping support you in the music and the passion that you love doing, there's nothing better than that. You got to have that, don't you?
You sure do. And it's 2 daughters and a son.
Okay.
My middle child is a boy. So, I want to make sure he hears this. He don't think I called him a girl.
That's awesome.
So, but family support is huge. My wife goes everywhere with me. She goes to all my shows. She says she's my roadie. She's my bouncer. She's my manager. She's everything I need. And so it's been good to have her on this journey with me.
Well, congratulations on all of the shows that you've got coming up, man. To go from one year to the next and double those, and and you can probably see where this is going. One of these days you might be able to do this full time, and boy, there's nothing better than doing what you love every day. They say you never work a day in your life doing that, right?
Yeah, well, that's the goal. I'm enjoying it so much. I really would like to make this a regular part of what I do day in and day out. So we'll see what happens. I just keep praying for the Lord's will to be done, and doors keep opening up for me. So
absolutely.
I step through.
Well, that's awesome. And you're doing the Lord's will by giving your God-given talent to the world, by singing and telling the stories that you're telling right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity. You're the first radio interview I've ever done.
Oh, my goodness.
It's great to be able to do this with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. I can't believe that this is your first, because you absolutely are great at these. So it won't be your last. And I'll tell you this right now. Anytime you want to come back, the door is open, and you want to talk about a new song or just catch up, man, well, hit me up and we'll do it again.
I certainly will. We'll have 3 more coming out here in the next month, and so I'll look forward to you hearing those as well.
Awesome. Well, your first name, Kyle, is very unique. It's Kyle. So tell us where folks can find Kyle Antone on social media.
It's Kyle Antone, ANTONE, music.com.
Okay.
And there's my website. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Spotify. I'm on TikTok, all under Kyle Antone Music.
You bet. He's on the Tim Kelly Show from time to time. He's in the Tim Kelly Show all the time. So, and, you've probably seen it too. A lot of these artists coming into the show are supporting other artists. And I love seeing that, they're liking and following you on TikTok or whatever format you're coming in to see this show and, to say hello and everything. And then they get to hear one of your songs on the radio. And now they've heard the stories behind them. You're going to get a lot more followers, I think.
Well, I hope so. I'm enjoying meeting some new artists through your avenue. I've met several guys now that we've become friends just through listening to your show. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And I'm just amazed still, and I've been doing this for 14 years, at the untapped talent that is out there. And I'm sure glad that you cross paths with me for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I am as well.
You're welcome. We're going to keep playing Kyle Antone, and especially tonight, we're going to play 2 more of your songs. And thank you for doing the interview, and I look forward to the next one already, man. This was awesome.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Drink some more, and a glance coming up with Kyle Antone on the Tim Kelly Show for KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this New Music Friday.
Ever since you left me, I've been drinking alone, trying to drown the memory of all that I did wrong. The words I spoke in anger, the tears I made you cry, fade like yesterday as this whiskey slowly numbs my mind. But I know tomorrow I'll remember again all the things I did. Pain comes rolling in, the tears I'll cry, 'cause I know that I'm the one who hurt you so. Passion wasn't worth this pain, I'll never be the same since you walked out that door. So tonight I'll just sit here and drink some more. I did, pain comes rolling in, the tears I'll cry, 'cause I know that I'm the one who hurt you so. The passion wasn't worth this pain, I'll never be the same since you walked out that door. So tonight I'll just sit here and drink some more. Tonight I'll sit here and drink some more.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She said I'll never love again. My heart's been worn way too thin. Every time I give love a try, all it does is makes me cry. She said I'll never love again. The end. Was done giving love a try. Heard his last sad goodbye. Every time he give love a shot, he'd end up in the same old spot. He was done giving love a try. Goodbye. Chance. Struggle through the walls and cans. Two hearts apart in misery, they come together finally. The fact they met was by sheer chance. A glance. They thought of how it felt this time. Hearts weren't set on goodbye. At a little cafe they sat outside. No wind and no goodbye. They thought of how it felt inside. They'll try. The fact that together finally. The fact they met was by sheer chance. A glance, the end, goodbye. But a glance, they'll try.
That is the first song I ever heard from Kyle Antone, and that's what helped ultimately get him on this program tonight. It is called A Glance. Kyle is K-I-L-E. Kyle Antone. Go give him a like and a follow on social media. Tell him you heard him right here tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on this New Music Friday. And after this live show is over, that interview will go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. What powerful stories behind the songs from Kyle Antone tonight. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got another 60 minutes of the best in new country music coming straight at you. And Travis Mobley and his wife, Chris, are going to kick it off on this hour. And this song is called The Picture. The Picture was written by Carol Hill. She is one of the songwriters in the KICR Songwriter Showcase. Go to that tab on my website and click on her music player. And she's got a lot of great songs available for you maybe to record. If you're an artist and you're looking for songs, she'd love to hear from you as well. Her email is right underneath her music player. Travis Mobley with Chris Mobley, The Picture on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I turned the page of an old book I found, and there was a picture of me in a gown, and the rose that you gave me to wear in my hair, keepsakes from years gone by I'd forgotten were there.
A smile crossed my face as I opened the box. Yesterday's names I thought had been lost.
The cards that you gave me on those special day, each one was signed, love forever, always. All these old memories taking us back, days gone before and some old photographs. Through all the years, I'm glad to see the one in the picture with you is still me. I closed the book and put it away.
A tear touched my eye like it did on our wedding day.
And the one sweetest memory is a love that's been true. And darling, I can't picture me without you. All these old memories taking us back, days gone before and some old photograph. Through
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Craig Hendricks Music. Find Craig Hendricks Music on the Sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on Craig Hendricks Music on YouTube.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I always thought that things would get better. I'm sitting in a bank with a Dear John letter, Dear John. Through the day-to-day and the troubles we've had, all of our good times and all of the bad, Dear John. Now they want me to sign my life away, put my John Deere up for auction today. They'll take a miracle and praying hard to find a way to save this farm. 5 generations of sowing and reaping, and I'll be the one who just couldn't keep it. I know that life and times have changed, but nothing runs deeper than a farmer's pain when they take one piece at a time till his whole life's gone. Dear John. Well, I guess we've reached the end of our road. Nowhere to turn and no place to go, dear John. We worked together to build this life. Now I'm watching my dreams just wither and die, dear John. I don't want to say goodbye to you. Got till 5 o'clock for the bank to come through. Take a miracle and praying hard to find a way to save this farm. 5 generations of sowing and reaping, and I'll be the one that just couldn't keep it. I know that life and times have changed, but nothing runs deeper than a farmer's pain when they take one piece at a time till his whole life's gone. Dear John. When the call came in, I said, is it true? Said the farm is sure, son, the bank came through. It took a miracle and praying hard, but God made a way to save this farm. 5 generations of reaping and sowing, and I'll be the one to keep that going. I know that life and times have changed, but this old farm's worth the pain. If you don't think I fight for you, then you'd be wrong, dear John. Dear John.
My good friend Craig Hendricks, who I've actually met here in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and his lovely wife, Dee Dee. That is called Dear John. It is D-E-E-R-E, just like John Deere, backwards. I love the take on that great song, and it's some good stuff. And he's also a sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show. Like the ad said, you can check him out on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, but the sponsors are almost on every tab of the website as well. So if you see one something that you're interested in, definitely click their logo. It'll take you right to what they've got going on in the world of country music, and Craig Hendricks does have it going on. So does this next artist. She's a fan favorite. I'll tell you what, we'll send this out to Kelsey Parker, listening to us in Maryland tonight. Her favorite is Cheryl Nye, The Way I Need to Be Loved by You, on KICR and the Tim Kelly Show from Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this New Music Friday.
I'm lonely, tears burn my eyes. Thoughts of you leave me hurt deep inside. Am I wasting my heart loving you? Am I hoping to change the way I need to be loved by you? The way I need to be loved by you. Sometimes beside me we feel worlds apart. How can I explain this with words from my heart? Am I wasting my heart loving you? Am I hoping to change the way I need to be loved by you? The way I need to be loved by you. You always were the one I love deep in my heart. I thought I'd have to ask you this tonight. Am I wasting my heart loving you? Am I hoping to change the way I need to be loved by you? The way I need to be loved by you.
Turn it up. Here we go. Tim Kelly on your radio. Fresh new country shining through. Indie voices made for you. It's the Tim Kelly Show. New country's best, let it roll. Indie stars and stories told. Radio interviews, heart and soul. The Tim Kelly Show, where new country takes control.
trees lean. Tailgates down and we're setting the scene. Speakers blasting, cooler packed, mud on the tires and we ain't looking back. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Bonfire crackling in the tailgate shade. Somebody jumped in the creek by mistake. Uncle Maddie's dancing with a boot in hand, and someone turned the dog bowl into a beer can. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Yeah. One more round, one more song. Ain't going home till the fire's gone. Boots in the dust and the night's still young. We broke 3 chairs and the vibe's still strong. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Uncle Maddie's still going, I'll bet.
Her name is Allie Ray, and of course, if you listen to this show on a New Music Friday, you have heard that song before. That happens to be the 34th time I have played it on this program. We absolutely love when she turns it into a back road party. Allie Ray is A-L-Y, capital R-H-A-E, all one word. Go give her a like and a follow. And yesterday, she celebrated a birthday, too. So I want to wish Allie Ray a very happy birthday. Another trip around the sun, another trip around the Tim Kelly Show. I love it. And she was a special guest back on March the 12th. You can check out our second radio interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Jace Hart Country is up next. It is Jacehart. Jace Hart Country. This is called Back to Her on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
The highway hums beneath my wheels. Another town, another deal. Her memorized the passenger seat. In every mile her name repeats. I left her heart in Tennessee, fighting ghosts inside of me, but the wind keeps whispering through. Boy, you know where you're driving to. I'm going back to her. Yeah, I can't fight it. Fire we had, I still ignite it. Every road just burns in her name, and I'm tired of running from the flame. She's my truth, my heart, my turn. Yeah, I'm going back to her. Our favorite tune, that summer night beneath the moon. I see her eyes in every sign. The way she smiles still owns my mind. Whiskey nights I tried to hide, the fool I was, the tears I cried. Now I'd give up the life I've learned for one more chance to be her world. I'm going back to her. Yeah, I can't fight it. The fight we had, I still ignite it. Every just burns in her name, and I'm tired of running from the flame. She's my
into those arms of mine. I'd trade my pride for one last dance to show her I believe in second chance. Somewhere past those city lights, there's forgiveness in her eyes. I've been broken, I've been wrong, but love like that can still stay strong. The sky is painted red and gold, like the story we left untold. And if she hears this song tonight, I hope it pulls her back to life. I'm going back to her, I can't deny it. The beat of her heart, I still rely on it. Every mile just sings her tune. I'm racing home beneath the moon. She's my reason, my truth, my turn. Yeah, I'm going back to her. Losing her to know what home feels like. I see her porch light through the rain, 1,000 miles washed down the pane. If she opens that door tonight, I swear I'll never say goodbye. I'm going back to her, yeah, I'm done fighting that spark inside. She keeps igniting every dream I chased away. Led me back to where she stays. She's my peace, my truth, my turn. Yeah, I'm going back to her. And if she's waiting when I return, then I'm finally home with her. Tracks on the highway, yeah, it's sounding great. It's the Tim Kelly Show. New Music Friday, the best in new indie country coming your way. From small town bars to the big main stage glow. New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. Oh yeah.
I'm still a tame one, only sunshine in my mind. I could feel those little wheels are spinning, just a step behind. Kept on checking all my edges for the files I couldn't see. Pulled them in and learned to love them till they lost their hold on me. Oh, those wheels kept on turning, but I refused to give in. Got the dirt still on my boots from riding all the horses from within. Yeah, the days they tried to break me, but I learned how to release control. 'Cause you bounce back so much faster when you let God run your show. Found the quiet was a teacher when the noise got in my way. Every corner had a message, every mirror had its say. So I gathered up the pieces, let the chaos realign, turned the storms into a roadmap till the path came clear this time. Oh, those wheels kept on turning, but I refused to give in. Got the dirt still on my boots from riding all the horses from within. Yeah, the days they tried to break me, but I
walking with the lights dim, but the fire's burning strong. All the lessons made me sharper, 'cause I stopped getting it wrong. When I quit trying to steer it, life fell right into its flow. And the wheels that used to haunt me are the ones that made me grow. Oh, those wheels kept on turning, but I refused to give in. Got the dirt still on my boots from riding all the horses from within. Yeah, the days they tried to break me, but I learned how to release control. 'Cause you bounce back so much faster when you let God run your show.
Hey, this is Creed Fisher, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Ain't much going on in this one church town. Everybody's nosing, everybody's business going down. We got a preacher who got ordained for $50 online. Everybody's a good Baptist at least half the time. But when the sun's shining, he knows half his congregation is gonna end up down by the river, tailgating. Trucks backed up, blankets spread out, Bluetooth speaker blaring, hammer passing the crown around. There's only so many weeks of summer, and we're working on a 10. Yeah, we all love Jesus, but I think he'd understand. We're skipping church, we're just changing our location. Getting baptized in blue skies, hell raising, and tailgating. Couple boys got their eye on that preacher's daughter, but that girl's got a promise ring that her daddy bought her. But it ain't a small town without a little scandal, and she showed up Sunday morning, spun herself a handle, and shared it with half of her dad's congregation. And she was with us down by the river, tailgating. Trucks backed up, blankets spread out, Bluetooth speaker blaring, hammer passing the crown around. There's only so many weeks of summer, and we're working on a 10. Yeah, we all love Jesus, but I think he'd understand. We're skipping church, we're just changing our locations. Getting baptized in blue skies, hell raising, and tailgating. I know the pastor and the deacons are boarding on the wall, but I swear that we'll be back in that building by fall. But till then, we got our trucks backed up, blankets spread out, Bluetooth speaker blaring, and we're passing the crown around. There's only so many weeks of summer, and we're working on a 10. Yeah, we all love Jesus, but I think he'd understand. We ain't skipping church, we're just changing our locations. Getting baptized in blue skies, hell raising, and tailgating.
They are making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday with a song that is released today. It is called Tailgating from Moonshine Mullies. They are a great country music duo from Canada, and I love that song. I love tailgating too. And tonight is night number 2 of the NFL draft, so maybe you guys are watching that while you got the show tuned in. And I am a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan, and we love to tailgate at Arrowhead Stadium, that is for sure. This next young lady is making her radio radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Her name is Ruby Lily. This is called Loving Me or Killing Me on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
He pours me coffee in the morning. Sweet talk saying sorry about last night. Bloodshot and begging for forgiveness. But his fix ain't gonna work this time. But craving him is poisoning me deep in my veins. My heart is tired of feeling this way. Is he loving me or killing me? Has it always been like this? The idea of him is better than who he really is. 'Cause holding on to him is arsenic and it's wrecking my mind. The only antidote is letting go of this lie. So I say goodbye. He can keep the bed and the memories. I promise you he'll be missing me tonight. But his kiss ain't worth the shakes or the spins. He's like cyanide disguised as red wine. Is he loving me or killing me? Has it always been like this? The idea of him is better than who he really is. 'Cause holding on to him is arsenic and it's wrecking my mind. The only antidote is letting go of this lie. So I say goodbye. Well, I'm so done chasing a high that causes so much pain. That buzz was about as much as I could take. Is he loving me or killing me? Has it always been like this? The idea of him is better than who he really is. 'Cause holding on to him is arsenic and it's wrecking my mind. The only antidote is letting go of this lie. So I say goodbye. I say goodbye. I say goodbye.
This is Troy Cross, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday, live from Branson, Missouri, on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's Best.
I sold my cowboy boots on eBay. My Johnny Cash guitar, yeah, it's falling apart. Hell, I never even had time to learn to play. All my Wranglers are all worn out. Now they don't fit the same. I'll have to take to account I put on a couple pounds since she went away. Now Willie tried to tell my mama, don't let him grow up the cowboy way. Man, if she'd have been paying attention,
I sure don't wanna be a cowboy anymore. Right off into the sunset with saddle sores. My truck's on blocks, my dog ran away. I lost my girl. And man, these Naugahyde chaps are chafing my thigh. Too many tears in my beer from goodbye. Man, I don't wanna be a cowboy anymore. I threw out my back on the bull. Tried to thrill the girls, they weren't impressed at all. Cowboy thinks he can do anything with alcohol. Even if mama tried to warn me, I wouldn't have listened. Yeah, I was all up in myself, trying to be John Wayne. Couldn't see what I was missing. No, I don't wanna be a cowboy anymore. Right off into the sunset with saddle sores. I wanna keep my truck, my dog, and my girl. And damn these Naugahyde chaps, they're chafing my thigh. Too many tears in my beer from goodbye. I don't wanna be a cowboy anymore. No, I ain't gonna be a cowboy anymore. Cut up my credit card from the Western store. Hey, my truck's fixed. Dog came home. Here's my girl. Never really did acquire a taste for the squirrel. Don't get me wrong, I still love Merle. I just don't wanna be a cowboy anymore. Happy trails to...
That is a fun song for a New Music Friday night show. His name is John Boltman Jr. That is called Don't Want to Be a Cowboy Anymore. This next artist and I will have a great radio interview next Thursday night and on April the 30th on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, where every artist gets 3 songs in a row played. You'll get to hear the story behind 3 of them, but especially this one. It is the brand new single from my good friend Jennifer Alvarado. It is called Paris on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You can see the Eiffel Tower in a park downtown. Pick up a postcard about it, and with the stamp sent around, the whole wide world knows the bitter truth. There's no saving grace when it comes to me and you. Paris, Tennessee is where you left me, wondering why love didn't seem to love me. All that's left of you is that color blue. Your eyes were like the sky so bright above me. Now I'm standing here thinking there's nothing left to see but this broken heart, this broken heart. In Paris, Tennessee. I streets, looking for one souvenir to help me remember me. Paris, Tennessee, is where you left me. Wondering why love didn't seem to love me. All that's left of you is that color blue. Your eyes were like the sky so bright above me. Now I'm standing here thinking, what's left of me? But this broken heart, this broken heart in Paris, Tennessee.
Listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
I lie awake in bed at night and let a love song hold me tight. I hold my pillow to my heart, and when it gets to the tender part, the radio is never far away, keeps me company every night and day. That's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. I hear the song that I love best. DJ's playing my request, spinning all my favorite songs. They keep me smiling all day long. There's music everywhere I go, 'cause everywhere I go there's a radio. That's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. In the morning when I wake, oh, what a difference music makes. I'll never have to spend the day alone. And that's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. Now I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. She's in love. I'm in love with the radio.
Her name is Jolie. That is Jolee. Jolie's Music is where you can find her. Great Canadian artist, and that is called I'm in Love with the Radio. I get it, Jolie. I am too. And I want to thank my special guests, Rodney Preston and Kyle Antone, for being with me on the radio tonight. Thank you for being with me on the radio as well. I will be back next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. All times start at 7 o'clock Central Time, and I'll be playing the best in new country music, and I'll have more great radio interviews next week as well. That's going to do it for this week's edition of New Music Friday on The Tim Kelly Show. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like The Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song
take him back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of